Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then hi, this is Basima Bertapi and this vlog is China vlog part 2 where I'm going to be showing you different temples, inside the temple, the rituals that are performed inside the temples, of course, some history that you should know about, and also some important and must visit places that we saw and covered while we were visiting Guangzhou. And throughout this video I'll try to share some tips and tricks with you so that the travel, whenever you are going to Guangzhou, the travel gets easier and you can plan yours accordingly. So let's get started. Started exploring day 2 in Guangzhou. We have our map, we have our Google map, and yes, let's get started. We are heading towards the Dafo temple. So yeah, it's showing that if we go there by walk it's 13 minutes. So yeah, we have planned that as we want to cover the city, like we want to see how is everything like in a slow pace. So we are gonna walk as long as we can, and if we get tired then we're gonna take taxi. So yes, first destination is where?
Dafo Temple.
Dafo Temple. So yeah, let's get going. So the Dafo Temple was actually near our hotel. Actually it was in Beijing Street and our hotel was just, I think, 5 to 10 minutes walk from Beijing Street. So while we were walking, we suddenly discovered this temple and we thought that, well, we were out for exploring, so why not see this temple as well? And we were absolutely took a right decision because this temple, it was so beautiful, though we were not being able to find out the name. Honestly, like everything was in Chinese, and also if you try to later Google it, it's difficult. But as you can see, the temple, it's very nice and it has different statues and golden sculptures, so it was really nice. So this is in the Beijing Street, and the lady, she's describing the history and showing the map and how it was previously. So anyways, we are in front of the Dafo temple, and at this point we are really tired and pissed off because the map wasn't working. So right now we are in Beijing Road, right?
Yes.
And we are in front of the famous Dafo temple. A little bit heads up, I don't know why the Google map doesn't work here, and it's still showing us 13 minutes from I don't know where. We have set the location and everything, but it's still not showing the, I don't know, like what's wrong with Google Maps. So just a little bit of heads up because we suffered a little bit, and like I said, this is the first destination and now I'm a little bit worried that how am I gonna get to the other destinations. So let's hope for the best. And again, a little tips: when you come to China, when you are planning to get to China, please download Google Translation, which already works works offline, right? So you have to write everything, like translate from English to Chinese. So you have to have the simplified Chinese and the traditional Chinese downloaded, whatever works. So they don't actually, it seems like they don't like talking to you, but the main thing is that they're really helpful, but they don't talk because they know that they don't know English, or they probably are not interested in interacting in English because they don't know the language. So yeah, that's that. And let's go inside the Dafo temple. As you can see, very beautiful, and enjoy. So this is the famous Dafo temple, and this temple is a grand temple with a great history of more than 1,000 years, and this was built by the Emperor Liu Yan in the Southern Han Dynasty, which was among 917 to 971, and this has been praised as one of the 5 largest temples in Guangzhou in history. And let me tell you, this was destroyed a lot of times and rebuilt. So without further talking, let's enjoy the soothing ritual and music. So other than us, you can see a lot of other tourists taking pictures and overall enjoying the seeing the temple and exploring. So one thing I found very interesting is that there are not a lot of outside foreigners in Guangzhou that I actually saw, but I saw a lot of Chinese tourists, like they are probably from another state and they are just visiting Guangzhou just to see the, must visit places like us. So this was really interesting. Like mostly there were Chinese tourists. So we were almost at the end of our Defo Temple tour. Before leaving, I just took it's a fragranced stick. Just took it and placed it among the other sticks that the other people were placing. It's just something it's not like something from your belief, but yeah, this is something you find it also enjoyable doing with taking part in the rituals and doing it with others. So yeah, I just a happy participant. And yeah, the time in the Defo Temple was really nice. And once we were outside the Defo Temple, again the map problem, and we actually met a lady who was really helpful, and she told us to use the Apple map. So out of after a lot of conversation, she actually, thank God, she knew English and she was actually willing to help us. We finally, after a lot of walking and talking, we reached the Six Banyan Temple. And as you can see, this is the entrance of the temple. People again are visiting. A lot of tourists, actually a lot of Chinese tourists from other province or state, you can say. And as you can see, this is again a very famous temple, and if you google that must visit places in Guangzhou, China, this will be one of the temples that will be shown to you. So let's get inside. This Six Banyan temple, it's actually very old and originally built in AD 537. This is again a Buddhist temple, and it has been a regular destination for mostly the families who are participating in international adoption of children from China. So typically those who want to receive blessings for their newly adopted children, they come to this temple in front of the statue of Gyun Yin. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation. And yeah, perform the prayer. So after visiting the Six Banyan Temple, our next destination was the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Memorial, and we were actually walking because the destination, it was quite near, though it was not like very near, but yeah, we again, like we always do, we decided to walk there as it was possible, and there were ways, and just enjoy the overall scenario. So we were actually heading towards the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall, but on our way we were walking, like we said. So we came across this beautiful, I don't know what it is. We are trying to find out, by Google Lens, translate the Chinese written thing. I think it's a palace. So let's see what it is. Let me show you. So we were searching for it, like what it was. We were walking actually, and we came by this beautiful palace, and it was again the second sudden discovery of ours in that day. Later we find out that it was the Sun Yun Palace, and we were very excited. We just got inside because we had some already planned like places that we wanted to visit, but this was again like surprise, in number two surprise. So two surprises in a day. It was very special. And again, this speciality of the temple was that everything was according to years and the birth charts, and also like everything was as per the year. So there were like months written in Chinese, and as per those months, who famous was born at what time and what were their contributions, and everything was written, and like lion year or like month if I'm not wrong, and like month wise the monkey month, and everything was like as per the like the birth chart and the year chart, the time wise. And it was actually really interesting, and getting something like this in the suddenly is it was actually overall really enjoyable.
So finally, we are here at the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. As you can see, we walked from the New Year's Palace, and it's just 2 minutes from the New Year's Palace, sorry. So this is the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. Let's go inside. How you feeling? Tired?
A little bit.
Okay, but you look nice in this formal getup. So let's go inside. Let's get inside the memorial hall.
So a little bit about the man behind this memorial. Dr. Sun Yat-sen was a Chinese revolutionary statesman, physician, political philosopher who served as the first provisional president of the Republic of China and also the first leader. He is called the father of the nation in present day at the Republic of China. So yeah, that's that. After the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall, next we went to the Yushu Park. Now this park is actually right beside the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall, and at this point we have learned that Apple Map was exactly working and showing us the exact location. So it was again our confidences where like we were again very confident, feeling confident and using the map and walking. So yeah, again a little bit of heads up, if you are not such a fan of climbing, this park is a little bit bad news for you because it's actually on the hill, and it's actually a hill, the park. You have to climb a lot of stairs, as you can see a lot of people, so there are a lot of things to cover actually. So get yourself mentally prepared for walking, and a lot of walking. Right beside this memorial there was a small store, so there we got some Chinese drink. I don't remember the name, but it was really yummy. It was a lime and I don't know, it was lime or pineapple-ish taste, but whatever it was, it tasted really good. And then my husband actually tried something made of coconut, so that was also really nice. So anyways, we were like walking and exploring, trying to use the Google Lens and find out that what was like regarding what and why it was built, any history. And there was actually also a souvenir shop, as you can see in this park. This is right below the very famous 5 rum statue that I'm gonna show you. So you can see on the right side there's a souvenir shop, and from there we got a Canton Tower and also the statues of 5 rum. What I feel is like whenever you get something, sometimes it's like right beside any tourist spot. Sometimes the souvenirs are a little bit pricey, but then again you don't know, because as you don't know that place, you don't know that if you're gonna get it like later. So I prefer buying it even if it's a little bit of expensive. So anyways, let's talk about this park and a little bit of history about it, shall we? The 5 rum sculpture is one of the most well-known attractions, and they represent the 5 immortals, and also Guangzhou got its nickname the city of rums from here. Next up is the Chen Clan Ancestral Hall, again another must visit place. But before going inside, let's take you to a little bit of fair going outside. So right behind or in front of actually the memorial, like the Chan Clan Ancestral Hall, there was a small fair-ish thing going on where there were a lot of foods and a lot of preparations, chocolate, seafood, whatnot. And we actually had some seafood and we enjoyed it. It was spicy octopus, and this was again a meaty pancake. So yeah, this was the process of making this pancake was really interesting, and it was actually tasty as well. So as you can see, the lady very graciously and nicely preparing our pancakes, and we are patiently waiting for our turn. She is giving sauce after sauce, and we are waiting. After the pancakes, we again had some octopus because it was really yummy, and then got inside the hall. One small information, so before buying ticket of this Chan Clan Ancestral Hall, which is again one of the most visited places in Guangzhou, while you are visiting Guangzhou as a tourist, of course, you have to show your passport. So for getting the tickets, you have to show your passport. And I actually, whenever I travel, I carry my passports, both our passports, with us, because you are a foreigner ultimately there, so you never know what might come up, and you have to show your passport, like regarding I don't know what not. And also sometimes it happens that if you're going shopping or something else, if you show your passport, you get some tourist discounts as well. So yeah, like the summary of this conversation is that keeping your passport with you is a very good idea rather than keeping it in the hotel, because you never know when you might need it. The Chan Clan Ancestral Hall, once known as the Chan Clan Academy, was built by 72 Chan clans for their juniors' accommodation and preparation for the examinations during 1894. Nowadays, it's actually known as the Folk Art Museum, and it really has a large collection of mostly southern China art pieces and wood carvings, potteries. So yeah, you can enjoy and have an overall idea, and this is one of the must visit places whilst you're visiting Guangzhou.
We are where?
Shamyand Island.
Yes.
So our last destination was the Shamyando Island. As you can see, it's a big area, and the island's name literally is in Chinese it means sandy surface, and this island is actually a gazette historical area that serves as a silent reminder of the colonial European period, with a quiet pedestrian avenue flanked by trees and lined up by historical buildings. This island is a location of several hotels, a youth hostel, restaurants, Starbucks, and a tourist shop selling souvenirs. And we actually during our visit saw a lot of Chinese, again, tourists and young people who were actually visiting this area. And these sculptures, as you can see, are the most popular ones. If you Google it and search it on the internet about Shamanyo Island, this will be shown to you as the references. So these are the most famous things, and as you can see, people are taking pictures. So did we, and as it was raining, we did take a little bit of picture and then went to Starbucks to have some coffee. So as you can see, a very good looking guy is preparing our coffee, and there I am waiting for my coffee. My husband was bringing my coffee actually. So yeah, we enjoyed our coffee, had some quality time, and that is how it was, the end of our second day tour in China. So that is all I have for today, and I'll be coming up with third part of our Guangzhou visit. Till then, thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you watched and to support me, please, you know the drill, like, subscribe, and share. I love you. Bye.